Later, federal lawmaker, that's Honorable Yusuf, gives his teenage daughter brand new SUV to celebrate her graduation from secondary school. So this it was said by Leadership News that it's just exactly what I just said now. What do you guys think about it? I mean, coming with the fact that, thank God you already know, if everybody that's on X knows that there's a protest coming forth.
Yeah.
And this protest is actually going to be a very, I don't know the right word to use for it, but I just pray that nothing goes bad at the end of the day, you know. So I just pray it goes well with the way all of us we are saying it, that, it's going to be a peaceful one and all of those things. Because, I mean, Omo, it's a lot. First of all, why would you be giving buying a child, let me not call her a child now, before some people will come for me, but a teenager, right? An SUV, a Lexus 3X 350 or RX 350.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay, so let me get us from our African mentality.
Thank you.
Let me get us away from that.
Oh, yeah, now.
So online, every year, we see, outside the country, we see parents buy their children graduation gifts. And most of the time, it's cars. Some even have specifications of the kind of car they want their parents to get for them. And it's expensive cars. Cars that even their parents do not drive because, you know, as you grow older, you have experience that money cannot be wasted, right? But as a child, you still get those kind of luxury. We don't talk about these things. We are not always, why are they buying a kid a car and all? So because it's Nigeria, poverty mentality has kind of like eaten deep into the system.
Okay, so that's
I might want to
disagree
object a bit. So I would come from this angle that if it wasn't a politician, would we be talking about it?
Exactly.
Yes, I will.
No, we would not.
Maybe not you.
There are a lot of parents out there that are very wealthy and are getting their kids loads of cars,
exactly.
gift items that are expensive. And even, Davido shot on buying Pekin range before.
Thank you.
So,
A
child.
a
So
toddler.
you are not seeing it as a big deal.
I'm not saying
I don't see that as a big deal.
not as a big deal.
If it wasn't a politician, we wouldn't be
Not as a
dragging
big
it.
deal.
So-
And if you look at the person in question, right? What I really went to read the story. What has he been doing? If it's someone that his constituency is not doing so well, I mean there's a lot of issues with his constituency. It's a different case, like you can do for your family but your constituency is suffering. But his constituency is not suffering, right? There's a lot of infrastructure that he has placed down for his constituency. They're doing so well. A lot of bill was passed to help the Navy, to help the police, to help university students, polytechnics and things like that. So if that is in place, I see no reason why he can't also give luxury to his children, his family, if his constituency is not doing bad.
That one is, when you
I
buy
just
your
think-
own, not buy him car.
Okay, let's quickly take the comment section. Let's check the comment section to see the reactions of people on that. Okay, this one says, and when she's done with university, he will buy her a plane, a boat. Oh yeah, now. The two of you that said it was okay.
Private jet, I prefer private jet.
I mean, come on.
Jesus.
If you can afford it.
That one is okay.
I didn't see that coming.
But you know that by the time she's done with university, at that point, the mindset is different. So he starts thinking, okay, how do we? That's when they start investing. You see, this one is car. That's why we know it's car. Are you trying to tell me that they don't have investments for these children?
You probably would.
Definitely.
So why are we now complaining because they bought something that we can see? Do you know how many investments? Do you know that this child might actually have a business? So when she's done with university, then their open-mindedness to things. Okay, this child doesn't need a car at this point now. So what she needs is, let's set her up for this and that. I'm not sure people will complain then. But then you are forgetting that if she's going to the university, probably they even have it in mind that they don't want her to stay in the university hostel. So she has to go, she has to be mobile. So this is the best gift for us to give to you so that you can go to school and then come
Don't
back.
give her a driver. So
Do you understand? Guess what? Parents self are smart. You will buy car for Pekin, knowing fully well that you are the one that is going to use 95% of that car. You don't say, okay, let me just use this one and push the child forward. This is your car. We'll all be
shout out
driving
to
it
Sophie.
together.
Okay, let's quickly take the next one. Okay, this one says, I'm glad we have social media today. Ordinary people are becoming increasingly aware of how those elected to represent them are misusing public resources. One day they will rise up against them. The harsh economy reality is hit hard. Okay, and people will respond with resistance.
I would disagree.
I disagree too.
Hey.
Honestly, so it comes back to the point that if it wasn't a politician in the first place, we wouldn't be talking about it. If you go to a lot of the northern universities, private universities, of course, in the north, you'd realize that a lot of the ladies and girls, young boys, a lot of these children of the northerners, they have their cars. They have, so even in the south, a lot of us went to school having our own cars and all of those things. So do your life.
To be honest,
enjoy.
do you? It's because you're politicians. If you're not politician, you wouldn't say the same thing. If you go to LASU today, majority of the cars that are there are not for the lecturers. They are for students. Let's say some of them were able to get it themselves. Some of them, their parents actually gave it to them. Who's talking about it? Who's complaining?
Okay.
Nobody's complaining.
Well, maybe it's also the fact that it kind of lead its way into the social media, because I mean they would have just made this private, and you don't.
There's
need
no
to
way it
even know
can be
about
private.
it. Are you sure?
I'm sure they didn't take the picture themselves and post it.
Did you see those pictures?
I think they had an event. And
Exactly.
It was a school graduation, yeah.
Exactly.
If they did not post it, someone else will post it. The gossip
See, my own is how they are dragging that boy.
The gossip
You know this
is
is
real.
a gift.
Everybody has their phone on. Oh, the politician bought his
No.
child
There
a
are
car.
ways to do this thing now. You don't need to carry the what's the name now? The car to the school. You can actually just stay
I
in
think
your
this
house
is-
and
this
you just
is-
give her the
I
key
think
and
this
say,
is their house,
this is your
actually.
new. This is your new.
This looks like their
This
house.
is your new. What?
But they are dragging the boy too, the son.
What did he do?
He said he looks like a looted phone. Honestly, did you see it?
Oh my God.
The
Okay,
one.
I think we have a comment. So let me quickly read that. This person says, if a politician is buying a luxury car for his teenage daughter, I would like to just scrutinize that it's his money. Abroad cars are not luxury. In its necessity, young people will survive with a car here.
Thank you.
So I think this message is just coming from the fact that
That it's not luxury
outside the
necessarily.
country, outside the country,
Thank
it's
you.
not actually like
It's not a
luxury.
luxury. Oh, see, everybody that is running their
but
mouth,
in Nigeria,
when
it's
they
quite
have this
different now.
opportunity, they will
They will
also
do
do the
worse.
same thing. See, it's just easy for you from the perspective of powers to say whatever you want to say from distance, out of bitterness, out of hatred. But when you get there, okay, you will do worse, because you will buy your 2-year-old child a car that they cannot drive and say, oh, I bought it for myself, but I just gifted my baby a car.
Kasha Madupe.
Right?
Okay, so let's quickly take one last comment. This one says it's good, but whenever you're serving the public, you need to cut some cost, because we might think you're using public funds to enrich yourself
Why?
and family. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
So
First
because
of all,
I'm
there's
serving.
this stereotype already. See, the thing is, work with the people that you're working with, or you're serving, or follow the people that you're serving. I don't know how best to like coin that sentence. Now you already know that there's this stereotype already that and there's a lot of embezzling, there's a lot of snake collect money, one animal that we don't even know, and all of those things that we don't even have here in Nigeria, called embezzled money and all of those things. You already know that. I feel like they should start cutting the kind of things that they allow us.
You
see.
cannot cut, because this thing
That's what
doesn't
I'm
apply to
saying.
them alone. Okay, let's take people that work in organizations, for instance. You're working in an organization. Your Oga Patapata has gotten a car like 5 times in the last 3 months, and they're not just cheap cars, they're like exotic luxury cars.
Hallelujah.
So why is nobody always talking our guy is buying car anyhow? We don't even have a keke or korope to even drive us around. Why does nobody
So I think
complain
it
about
comes
it?
with
You're
being
working
in,
for these
It
people.
comes with being in the public office. Once you're in any public office, be it
Public and private, because they always shoot
majorly
shots
public.
at past
Majorly
Majorly
public.
public.
Once you live
Majorly
a public
public.
life, or you're in a public office, you're a celebrity.
Majorly
You expect
public.
people to talk about you.
I mean,
And not good. Don't expect the good part.
No,
actually.
don't expect
They'll talk
bad
trash about
publicity
you
every
yourself.
time.
just put on the armor of you cannot shame the shameless.